Hello students. In this video lecture I am explain you about the acceleration and retardation. Okay, and about the previous topic already I have completed in that online classes, right? So acceleration and retardation. Now uh, it is a common phenomenon that moving bodies do not have uniform velocity. For example, a car moving on a road cannot move with uniform velocity due to traffic, red light, bad conditions of the road, speed breakers, etc. The velocity of the car may change in magnitude or direction or both. Here we can say that the car is having an accelerated motion. Thus, the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. It is generally denoted by the letter A, small a. Okay, now let us understand the concept of acceleration. Yes, now normally we use these terms often, okay, when we increase our velocity, right? When we increase our velocity. Now already in the previous lectures I have explained you what is the difference between the speed and velocity. Okay, speed is a scalar quantity whereas velocity is a vector quantity, which mean speed in a given direction, or you can say speed in a given direction, is also known as velocity, or the rate of change of speed is also known as velocity, right? But how do you understand whether there is a change in velocity or not? Now whenever the rate of change of velocity, whenever the velocity is changing, then we say that is accelerated motion. See, the rate of change in speed is known as velocity, but the rate of change in velocity is known as acceleration. Okay, let me give you one example. Imagine that an object is moving in a circular path with a constant speed. Okay, with a constant speed, but its velocity is changing at every instant. Yes, its velocity is changing at every instant. How? For example, the movement is tangential, so you can see that the velocity is changing because the direction is being changed. So whenever there is a change in the direction, then there is a change in speed in a specific direction is known as what? Velocity. And if velocity is changing, that means that the motion is known as accelerated motion. Okay, clear? So suppose when you are moving in a road, when when we are moving in a road, we move with a different speed and in different direction. So different direction mean what? Is the velocity. Okay, and when the velocity is changing in different direction, then it is known as when the magnitude of the velocity is changing. See how the magnitude of velocity can change. Yes, it can change by the change in direction. Okay, it can change by changing direction, and obviously, so here also you can see that the velocity of the car may change in magnitude or direction or both, right? So these two factors can affect the velocity, and whenever there is a change in velocity, then we say that body is accelerated. That means, which means how much velocity is changed in a given time. Okay, how much velocity is changed in a given time is known as acceleration. Okay, for example, say an object whose velocity, or an object start from velocity 0 meter per second, which means at rest. An object is starting from rest, and say after 5 minutes it attain a velocity of say 10 meter per second. Okay, so this is the initial, so I'll write initial velocity. This is initial velocity. Starting velocity is the initial velocity, and this is the final velocity. Okay, this is the final velocity. Now how will you determine the acceleration? we know acceleration is equal to, okay, let me tell you one thing. Initial velocity is always represented by u and final velocity by v. Okay, so u stands for initial velocity and v stands for final velocity. So here in this case, what is the change in velocity? Okay, the change in velocity, because acceleration formula is change in velocity divided by time. Yes, so what is the change in velocity? Change in velocity is final minus initial, so I'll write final velocity minus initial velocity by time. So this is the expression for acceleration. Now in this case, 10 minus 0 by t. Now whatever the time is given, say 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so you will divide it and you can easily find out the acceleration. Clear? Okay, now always remember, if any object is starting from rest, then u is always equal to 0 meter per second. Okay, u is equal to always 0 meter per second. If any object comes to rest, that means already it is in motion and it comes to rest, in that case v is always equal to 0 meter per second. Understood? Okay, now acceleration is regarded as positive if the velocity of a moving body is increasing, and negative if the velocity is decreasing. So if the velocity is increasing, then it is known as positive acceleration, and if it is decreasing, say a car applied brake, so obviously in that case the velocity will decrease, right? So when there is a decreasing order of velocity, then we will say it is negative velocity. But we will not use the negative velocity now. The term negative velocity is not used. Instead of it, we will use this term, deceleration or retardation. Okay, so whenever there is a decrease in the velocity, you will use this term, deceleration or retardation. Clear? Okay, so if the velocity is of increasing order, then we will have a positive velocity, and if the velocity is of decreasing order, then we will have a negative velocity. But instead of telling negative velocity, we will use this term, deceleration or retardation. Let's go through this example. If a body start from rest, now what did I say just now? That if any object start from rest, its initial velocity is always 0 and acquires a final velocity of 25 meter per second in 5 seconds, its acceleration will be, so acceleration formula, final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. So final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. Now what is the unit of acceleration? Meter per second square. Okay, so this is very important. There is a unit, meter per second square. So obviously by dividing it, what you will get, 5 meter per second square. Okay, which is positive. So you can see that this is positive. Why? Because the values are coming in positive. But if the velocity of the body decreasing order, just now what I told you here, okay, that if any object is coming to rest, then the final velocity is 0. In that case, what will happen? 0 minus some value will be minus only, right? So in this case also, say if any object, say velocity of the body decreases from 25 meter per second to 0. Okay, so which mean the initial velocity u is 25 meter per second and final velocity is 0. So what is the formula of acceleration? Acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. So this is final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken, so it is equal to minus 5 meters. So this minus indicate that this is a retardation, that the object is decreasing its velocity with the change in time. Excuse me. Now when velocity of a moving body decreases with time, it is known as retardation or negative acceleration. Next, unit of acceleration. As acceleration has magnitude as well as direction, it is a vector quantity. So this is also important. Acceleration is a vector quantity. Its units are centimeter per second square and meter per second square in CGS and SI system respectively. Now, uniform acceleration. When the body travels in a straight line and the velocity of the body changes uniformly at the same rate, then the acceleration is said to be uniform or constant acceleration. Okay, so for example, here you can see that the velocity here is 5 meter per second when time is t0. After 1 second the velocity is 10 meter per second. After 2 seconds the velocity is 15 meter. After 3 seconds the velocity is 20. So every instant if you divide the value, okay, acceleration is equal to v by t. Okay, here also if I say v by t is equal to 5 meter per second square, here also v by t also what you will get. Okay, if you divide, then here also you will get, see, after 2 seconds 0 1, okay, so you will also get 5 meter per second. Here also after 3 seconds you will get 15 by 3. Okay, so what will be the value? Again you will get 5 meter per second square. Here also you will see 20 after 4 seconds, so 20 by 4 is equal to 5 meter per second square. Okay, so in all these cases what can we conclude? That the car is accelerated uniformly. There is acceleration, uniform acceleration, that every second the car is accelerated by 5 meter per second square. Okay, so that is why this is uniform acceleration. But in our common life we do not have uniform acceleration, rather we have non-uniform acceleration, because we have to apply brake, again we need to increase the velocity, okay, change of direction. So if an object travels in a straight line and its velocity increases or decreases by unequal amount in equal interval of time, now always take the time interval equal. Already in the last classes I have explained you. Okay, so always take the time gap equal, then the object is said to be in non-uniform. So if an object is moving in a straight line, is velocity increasing or decreasing with unequal amount. Okay, say for example, say after here as we can see that after every 1 second the increase in acceleration is the increase in velocity is 555. Okay, so the acceleration is also changing to 5 meter per second every second. Okay, yeah, but if it is unequal, say after 1 minute it is 5, after 2 second, sorry, after 1 second it is 5, after 2 second it is say 20, after 3 seconds say it is again 15. So these type of acceleration of increasing and decreasing order are known as non-uniform acceleration. Okay, so commonly the acceleration which we walk, when we walk across the road, when we ride this our bicycle, or when we drive the car, these are all of non-uniform acceleration type. Okay, for example, a car driven on a crowded city road with frequent application of brakes are of is example of a non-uniform acceleration. Okay, so go through this nicely, also go through the solved example, practice this very nicely. These are all important. Okay, concept clearing. Okay, so practice and also solve the section exercises. Okay, if you have any doubt we can discuss in the online class, right? When you will have next online class we'll discuss all. Okay, thank you.